And you never spoke out against the. I never heard you say nothing about.
I did once, and that was when the blacklist started. And then you never heard from me again. I disappeared. That's what happened. Like that's when I disappeared.
Man, let's talk about Sisqó, a dude who had the entire world singing Thong Song at the top of their lungs, only to vanish from the industry like he never existed. I mean, we're talking about a man who had one of the biggest R&B hits of the early 2000s, a voice that could shut down an entire room, and a stage presence that was straight up electrifying. But somewhere along the way, Sisqó got blacklisted, and not just because of bad business decisions. There are deep, dark rumors about why the industry turned its back on him. And it's not just about music politics. So what really happened? Did he step on the wrong toes? Was he pushed out because he refused to play the game? Or did the industry target him for something even more sinister? Let's break it all down.
Did it affect you when that was going on?
What?
That they thought you was gay?
Oh, nah.
Yeah.
I used that to my advantage. They was like,
And what's
Sisqó's
in-
gay. I was like, am I?
Right.
Okay. I'll tell you what. If you want to find out if I'm gay or not, why don't you just leave your girlfriend with me and she could tell you in the morning if I'm gay or not.
Back in the late 90s and early 2000s, Sisqó was that guy. As the lead singer of Dru Hill, he was already a force in R&B. But when he went solo and dropped Unleash the Dragon, everything changed. Thong Song was everywhere. That song was bigger than just music. It was a global phenomenon. It had wild choreography, a beach full of women, and a beat that slapped so hard it still goes crazy today. But here's where things start to get weird. Despite the massive success, Sisqó never got the respect, royalties, or longevity that he deserved. He didn't own the rights to Thong Song, and he's barely made money off his biggest hit. And when he started speaking up about shady business deals and industry corruption, suddenly he was blacklisted. According to Sisqó himself, the one person who played a major role in shutting him down was none other than Lyor Cohen, one of the most powerful and controversial executives in music history. Sisqó has openly admitted that he got on Lyor Cohen's bad side, and after that, his career was done. He even joked that he was the first person to be blacklisted by Lyor, saying, "I cursed out that one executive at the record label that put me on the blacklist. Damn, okay, it was Lyor. You happy now?" But here's the thing. Lyor Cohen isn't just any industry executive. He's one of the most notorious gatekeepers in hip-hop and R&B, with a long history of allegedly exploiting Black artists and cutting off those who don't play by his rules. I mean, this is the same guy who was called out on live TV for pushing drug culture in hip-hop, and he straight up admitted that he does it for money.
Biggest artist you ever had had a real bad problem, DMX?
I'm so sad. DMX, there's two people inside of him, and the Earl is one of the nicest people. I put him up in Lake George. Earl loved being silent with a fishing pole. I shit you not. He just would stay on that dock hours and hours and hours and hours. Yeah, very, very sad. I think the opiate problem, the syrup problem, is the biggest problem that I've ever seen and I've ever faced, and been a part of. And I can't with it. The crack thing was devastating, but at least the rappers were bringing a spotlight to you becoming a fiend. Okay? And I thought that spotlight, head crack, helped, even though it was harsh and really really rough, particularly on women. But I think it helped change the course of the crack epidemic. I don't know what's this opioid thing, man.
Well, being a
So with that
crackhead
said,
wasn't
would
cool
you-
back then. Being a
What?
crackhead wasn't cool. Now it seems like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and
It's
to
the
be on
most
these
dangerous.
pills.
It's the most
Perks and Molly's
dangerous
and-
thing that's facing our society.
Are you
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. but I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical though. You're saying the
it's
opioid problem's a problem.
opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
But this isn't just about a business dispute. See, Sisqó's disappearance from the industry lines up with a disturbing pattern we've seen with other artists. There have long been rumors that major record execs and Hollywood elites have certain expectations when it comes to controlling their talent. For years, there have been whispers that some artists are pressured into secret rituals, industry parties, and situations that are later used for blackmail. And guess who's been tied to this kind of behavior? Diddy. Yes, the same Diddy who's been accused of having freak-off parties with young male artists and using his power to coerce and control them. Now, this isn't to say that Sisqó was involved in any of that, but considering how fast he vanished, people are starting to wonder, did Sisqó refuse to play the game? Did he see too much? Was he approached for something and said no? Because let's be honest, his disappearance wasn't normal. Sisqó wasn't a one-hit wonder. He had the talent, the presence, and the fan base. Yet he was completely erased from the music scene, to the point where even major award shows like the BET Awards acted like he never existed. He even claimed, "I opened the first annual BET Awards, but when they showed it on TV, I wasn't there anymore. They erased me." Now let's talk about another major factor in Sisqó's career downfall, the constant rumors about his sexuality. People started speculating that he was on the DL. Industry executives were trying to push a certain image, and when Sisqó refused to conform, they used it against him. Sisqó has denied being gay multiple times, even saying, "They said I was gay." I said, "Oh really? If you want to find out if I'm gay, why don't you just leave your girlfriend with me?" And yet, for some reason, the industry pushed those rumors hard. Was this just a smear campaign to make sure he never came back? Or was it something more? Because we've seen this exact same playbook used before, where artists are allegedly put in compromising positions, filmed without their knowledge, and then blackmailed into submission. We've heard these same allegations about Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Omarion, Usher, countless others who suddenly fell off after refusing to play the game. And Sisqó? He was one of the first to experience this mysterious industry shutdown. Despite everything, Sisqó is still here. He's still making music, still performing, and still standing on his refusal to sell out. And honestly, that alone should be respected. Because if there's one thing we've learned from artists who spoke out too late, Tupac, DMX, Michael Jackson, it's that this industry does not like when people expose its secrets. Sisqó might not be getting the mainstream love he deserves, but he's free. And that's more than a lot of artists can say. So now I want to hear from y'all. Do you think Sisqó was blacklisted for standing up to Lyor Cohen? Was he targeted because he refused to play the game? And what do you make of all the rumors about industry blackmail and these secret rituals? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is just getting started. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because I got way more industry secrets to expose.